Welcome back to the channel. This is a brand new series that I'm calling Platinum Profiles, and it's the show where we're gonna take a look at any particular series or developer or maybe even a publisher if we're ambitious, and chronicle all the platinum trophies that you can still collect in that series as you work towards complete platinum dominance. The first series that we're going to take a look at, I am no stranger to. At one point in this channel's existence, I completely covered this series exclusively, every beat by beat that came out at the time the games were coming out. Of course, this is the Crash Bandicoot series, one of my favorites of all time. I love every game, the good and the bad, I love them all. We're gonna see which platinums in the Crash Bandicoot series you can still collect. And trust me when I say it's a good amount, but it's not gonna be easy. So let's start with the list of games. Thankfully, there are no games without trophy sets and no games without a platinum trophy that you have to worry about. So that means the list goes as follows. You have Crash Bandicoot 1, the N Sane Trilogy version of it, of course. Then you have Crash Bandicoot 2 Cortex Strikes Back and Crash Bandicoot 3 Warped, also from the N Sane Trilogy. That was a hell of a bundle of games. That is the original trilogy that came out. And then it didn't stop there. We got another remake for Crash Team Racing Nitro Fueled. Ooh, that game was amazing. Then finally, a long time coming, we got a brand new game in the series. That is Crash Bandicoot 4. It's about time, and what a game to be released. We'll talk more about it later. And then we started hearing rumors and teases for this thing called Wumpa League. Well, that Wumpa League ended up being the prototype name for Crash Team Rumble, a very weird online-centric game. Multiplayer is not unprecedented in the Crash Bandicoot series, but live service sorta is. We'll talk more about that one as well. So that's 6 games in the series that you can get platinums for, but when you tally up all of the versions, including PS5 and PS4 versions, you can get a total of 8 platinum trophies in total. The only game you have to worry about with online trophies is Crash Team Rumble. So one day this guide will be outdated, but as of now, you can get 8 platinum trophies in total, and if Crash Team Rumble ends up going off the board, you're gonna have 6 platinum trophies available to you. The average platinum difficulty of this series, including Crash Team Rumble, it's still online, it is a 6.2 out of 10 according to the PSN profile guides. That is pretty damn high for a average difficulty. I've already done some work on some later episodes, and the number certainly isn't that high for those ones. So this is pretty damn tough. Across the board, you're gonna struggle with a lot of these games. The number breakdown for this is like a 7 for Crash Bandicoot 1, a 6 for Crash Bandicoot 2, a 4 for Crash Bandicoot 3, an 8 for Crash Bandicoot Nitro Fueled, and then we get into the hardest platinum of this series. Definitely, it is Crash 4, It's About Time. Oh my god, is this freaking difficult. You have a 9 out of 10 according to PSN profiles, and yep, I agree. I definitely think that this platinum is that difficult. 9 out of 10, yep, I believe it. It starts by you having to beat the game, and that might seem obvious, but compared to the other Crash Bandicoot games, this one is a lot harder just to make it to the end credits, trust me. Then you have to do all of the flashback tapes at 100%, which are like playing bonus rounds, except they're on complete steroids. They are whack. Ugh, whack. Then, as standard fare in Crash Bandicoot games, you have to collect all the gems, but gems work differently this time. You collect the gem by breaking all the crates like past games, but then there's 5 more in which you get for collecting 40% of the Wumpa fruit in the level, 60% for another one, and then 80% for a 4th one. Then you have to beat the level dying less than 3 times, and you have to find a hidden one in the level. And then you do it all over again for the inverted levels, which flip the levels. After you've beaten the game, you have the opportunity to do these flipped, inverted versions, and you have to do it all over again. 40%, 60%, 80% of the Wumpa fruit, all the crates, die less than 3 times, and find the hidden gems. Oh, that's already a lot of work for this. And it doesn't end there, because now you have to collect all the time relics at platinum rarity, which is something that's unprecedented for Crash Bandicoot Platinum Trophies. Before, they always made you get it at a gold ranking, but now for the first time they made you go all the way and get the platinum time relics, which is very difficult to do. It is very, very difficult to do. I always struggle with gold relics, and sometimes I would get the occasional platinum relic on a level. When it comes to the complexity of these levels and how difficult they are, and now you're under a very strict time limit, that makes this part of the platinum run very challenging. And it doesn't end there. Oh, I wish it would put you out of your misery there. No, then you have this other type of relic. It is called the insanely perfect relic. To get these insanely perfect relics, you have to play through the level without dying and break every single crate in the level. So get every crate, no dying. And it seems like you're doing that anyways when you're playing for the other gems, but now you have to put them together, and that is the most frustrating part of it, because now it completely ups the ante on clearing these levels. So if you're not convinced that this is the hardest platinum in the series, you should be convinced now, or else what are you waiting for? Go ahead and try and get this platinum trophy. And now we move on to the easiest platinum in this series, that is Crash Team Rumble. This one's a 3 out of 10 difficulty according to PSN profiles, and I also agree with it. That's where I kind of landed when I made my Platinum Hunter's Guide. By the way, I have Platinum Hunter's Guide for every game in this series except Crash Bandicoot 4. I'm still working on trying to get that platinum. Maybe one day I will be able to make a Platinum Hunter's Guide for it, but for everything else, I have the guides already up. But for Crash Team Rumble, the reason it is much easier is because unlike most kind of live service multiplayer games, this one doesn't make you spend hundreds of hours playing it to get the platinum trophy, grinding stupid levels for characters or for prestiges or things like that. No, this is a cool 25 or so hours, and you could even do it faster than that. But yeah, 25 hours is not so bad. And the game at this point is kind of in a maintenance mode where the seasons have been finished already, so maybe you could even do it faster than that because of that reason. But essentially what you need to do is worry about the character trophies, in which each of the 8 base characters have 2, one for completing a match in competitive mode, and then one for doing a certain objective in the environment that each of them would be able to do. For example, there's the Off the Wall trophy, where as Coco hit 20 enemies with quantum walls in a single competitive match, or Spin to Win, as Dingodile knocked back 3 enemies in a single charged tail whip in a competitive match. Each character has their own moveset, and you have a trophy that's based around 1 or 2 abilities within that moveset that you'll need to get. Then there are a bunch of trophies for doing objectives to a certain level in the games themselves. For example, Fruits of Your Labor, bank 1200 Wumpa in a single competitive match. You also have the Insanely Strong trophy, KO 5 enemies in a single competitive match without being knocked off yourself. Or you also have here the Dominator Trophy. Earn 100% gem boost for your team in a singles competitive match, which is a objective within the game that you can pull off if your team is good. So you have trophies that are kind of like that. You also have other miscellaneous trophies, but there is the one that's going to take you to the end of your platinum run. That is the Playing Favorites Trophy, which asks you to reach the level cap with any hero. Now, when I played it, the level cap was 15, and I believe I did it with Dingodile if I remember correctly. The best way to do this trophy though is to take advantage of weekly challenges and double XP events, which I certainly did myself, and that can help you to do it even faster. You can probably bring it down to like maybe, let's say 15 to 20 hours if you're doing that properly. You'll gain XP really fast that way, and that would be a way to fast track this platinum. But the unfortunate thing about this platinum is it's multiplayer only and has an online connection. So if you do want to get this platinum, while easy, you will need to do it now, because one day, maybe if you're watching this in the future, it could be gone and you won't be able to get this platinum. I'm considering getting the PS4 version and doing it again just to see how the game has progressed. But that is the platinum profile for the Crash Bandicoot series, and I'll leave you off with my personal recommendation for the best platinum trophy in the series. I personally think that game is Crash Team Racing Nitro Fuel. For the people that have been following me for so long on this channel, probably thought I was gonna say Crash 3 Warped. That's my favorite game of all time, but you know what? I think the Crash Team Racing Nitro Fueled Platinum Run, despite being an 8 out of 10 and being very difficult, very challenging, I do think it is the most rewarding, and that's why I think it's the best platinum in the Crash Bandicoot series. I really love having that platinum. Even though the Oxide time trials to beat them are very brutal and they hurt my hands after I was done. I had blisters on my fingers after I was done with that. And even when it comes to the less challenging stuff like beating Adventure Mode on hard or some of the other harder trophies that you had to do, it's still a very rewarding platinum run. I love it. I have a Platinum Hunter's Guide to help you get that platinum trophy if you're up for the challenge. I still hold it in regards very highly. I think it's the best platinum in this series, period. So I hope you enjoyed an overlook of the platinums you can get in the Crash Bandicoot series. Let me know down in the comment section which ones you have and which ones you're still struggling with. I'm still struggling with freaking Crash 4. Holy moly. Will I ever make that Platinum Hunter's Guide? I hope so. I certainly hope so. Definitely subscribe to the channel for more platinum profile episodes and other trophy fun stuff that I always have going on the channel. Also, check out my second channel, my JR Magnus Transformers review channel, if you have any interest in Transformers, till all are done. And just in general, thank you for spending some of your valuable time from your day here with me to geek out about trophies. That's essentially what this channel is about. Just geeking out about trophies. I hope you have a great day, and peace out.